video, I'm going to answer how do you stay organized. So I'll include an example answer, lots of organization tools that you can use in your own answer in your interview. Plus, to make sure that you're fully covered, I'll include a full example answer. I'm Amri Celeste, an interview coach and HR recruitment specialist with over 11 years of hiring experience. I cover tough interview questions and answers on this channel and interview advice. So if you haven't, do subscribe, like, tap the bell so that you never miss a video. How do you stay organized is a competency-based interview question. So it will be asked in relation to a role that is extremely busy and has lots of moving parts and lots of conflicting priorities. So these are roles like support roles, admin, coordinator, or entry-level roles in general. So I've covered conflicting priorities, interview questions and answers in this video. So you can check that out in the description box below. Now, if your interviewer asks you this question, they are assessing your competence in that particular area. So in this case, your ability to organize yourself and your work, and to some degree, organizing others around you if that's part of the role that you're interviewing for. Now, if you do struggle with competency-based interview questions and answers, you can also check out this video. It covers the top 4 competency-based interview questions and answers so that you don't get caught out in your job interview. I'll also link that video in the description box below. Now, your interviewer might not ask you directly how you stay organized. They might ask you, how do you organize yourself? How do you stay organized at work? How do you manage your day? They may ask about prioritizing work or staying organized, or any other question about organizing work tasks. So look out for this question in different formats so that you don't get caught out in your interview. Now, what to avoid when answering a question like this is giving a subjective answer. So these are sharing things that are your personal opinion, such as, I'm super organized. I always make sure that I do things in advance and prepare as much as possible. So there are no specifics in that answer, and those points are totally subjective. They are your own opinion. The interviewer doesn't know whether or not that's actually the case. So include specific ways you're organized, include tools and examples of how you use them. So let's take a look at an effective example answer to how do you stay organized. As an event coordinator, my job is incredibly busy. It has lots of moving parts, and I might go from ensuring our venues have correct health and safety to checking display content. I've been doing this job for 3 years, and I've lasted that long because I pride myself on organization. So what you're doing with the first part of your answer is laying the groundwork for everything that's to come. So you're setting the stage for the rest of your answer. You've said that you're incredibly busy, and you're implying with the rest of that sentence that you can only last that long in a role that's that busy with organization skills. So in your own interview, try to include something similar. You want the interviewer to understand that you have already got experience in an incredibly busy role where organization is key. So here's the next part of that answer. Although I consider myself to have a good memory, part of being organized for me is planning ahead, monitoring progress, and having a system in place so I don't forget critical tasks when things are busy. Part of that system is using tools to help me stay organized once plans are in place. So in this second part of the answer, you're talking about the what, where you say here, I plan, I monitor progress, I have a system in place, also I use tools. That's all related to what you do, and there's quite a lot packed in there. There's 4 different things you do, and you're also saying part of that system here. So it gives you room to add more into your answer if you want to in your own interview. So this is actually where a lot of candidates stop. They talk about the fact that they're organized and a few things that they do, but if you really want the interviewer to remember your answers, then these next parts will make sure that your answer is more powerful and more memorable. So in the next section, you want to share examples. So in this case, we'll use the supporting tools. If you are finding this video helpful so far, do click like. It's a huge help to the channel, and it helps the video show up for more people. And there are other ways that you can support the channel in the description box below this video. So the third part of this answer is, one of the tools I use quite a lot is ClickUp. It's a project management tool that is perfect for managing large events. I did some research last year as I needed something more advanced to help manage my time than what I was previously using. With this tool, I share tasks that need to be done with various teams. I use it to assign tasks, set reminders and deadlines, and I can even create documents inside the tool. I also use Outlook meeting polls. This is a bolt-on to Outlook that allows me to book meetings about 4 times faster. I noticed the button in Outlook and decided to try it out, and it allows me to instantly see when attendees are available and book them in with the click of a button. So this third part includes really strong examples, and you don't need to share all of that in your interview. Think about how you make yourself organized, and it's okay to just share one example. This is just to give a few ideas. Remember, you don't want your answer too long, so take what you need from this answer, mix it with your own experience to come up with a really effective answer. You can also link your answer to the job description. Every job description will include experience and skills. Sometimes the skills are split into essential and desirable, just like in this job description here. And in those cases, focus on the essential skills. Those are the most important. But every job description will make it clear what typical duties are included in the role and the skills required. So let's say under behaviors, they want someone who is naturally curious and interested in self-development. You can tie that into your answer when you're in your interview and share any of your behaviors that match with those areas. Now, you might have noticed this, but one other thing with this third part of the answer here is it shows your character, that you are naturally curious and interested in continuous development, because it says here, I did some research last year because of needing to save time. Then here where it says I noticed the button in Outlook and decided to try it out. So it just demonstrates that interest in trying out things that could make you more organized and make you work much smoother. So also think about how you can demonstrate your character in your interview. So candidates that improve themselves naturally without prompting are very attractive in a job interview. So something else that you could add to this answer is to talk about the how. So this could be where you share how you use something like supporting tools with an example relating to the specific situation. So here's an example of how you can do that. An example of a time when ClickUp came in handy to help me stay organized is when we decided to set up a small customer services team to support an event. I had to set each customer service rep different tasks and make it clear which was the most important, but the tasks would also change every few days due to the complicated logistics of the event. I used ClickUp to assign priority levels to each task and set the regular tasks to automatically repeat and pop up with reminders, which saved me a lot of time and effort. So this is a specific example of an instance where you used a tool for something specific and it had a positive outcome, saving time and effort. Now, one more bonus tip, one more thing you can do to supercharge your answer. You can bring it back round to the interview you're in and the job you're being interviewed for, linking your skills and career goals with the role. So here's an example of that. I noticed based on the duties in this role that something like that organization tool may come in handy. It seems like quite a busy role, which is one of the things that attracted me to apply. I really enjoy anything that allows me to use my organization skills, and this role seems like it would give me that opportunity. Now, if you do struggle with tough interview questions and answers, you can grab a copy of this free top 20 interview questions and answers guide. It covers the top 20 example answers and interview tips for your job interview to raise your skills to the next level. And it includes answers to some really difficult questions like what's your greatest weakness and why should we give you the job? I've also included an important bonus question and what to ask your interviewers at the end of your interview. It's free and you can get yours by clicking the link in the description below this video. Now, I hope you found this helpful. If you did, feel free to let me know what interview you have coming up, and I'll see you in the next video.